Hey, like, yeah, batteries are charged, and this thing was just a second ago, I swear to you, at like 14.2 volts. I don't think I've ever seen it that high. I actually have one battery removed.
Daddy.
I want to make a video. I'll be over in a little bit. But, well, I got an inverter update, and I was kind of thinking I was going to put this on the last video, but I think maybe I just start writing it down so I'm not like, yeah. But this grinder right here, the generator does not like this thing, and I don't know because of like how long a startup it has, and then like maybe the motor can't compensate for it quick enough. But you know, runs on the inverter. Just fine. Actually, I think I've had this thing plugged in at the house, and I don't think it worked as well. But yeah, let me stick something on there so it like stops so we can talk. All right. Anyways, I replaced these 4 MOSFETs on here, and I don't know if you guys can see my solder, but I ordered a roll of real fine solder, and it didn't get here in time for me to put this, I wanted to put this together, see how it worked. But this is what I used. It's rosin core solder, but it's just huge. It's like 1/8 of an inch or something. But so I got a little bit of blobs going there, but everything tested out good. As far as checking all my connections after I soldered out, put a lead on the trace on the board, and you need your pop opened. Alright, well anyways, I'm going to do a test today. I did a test when I first put these, put these transistors in. I put a 25 watt load on it, and I had it hooked to a battery charger. And today we're going to use a battery, and it's kind of one of the nice things about having my battery, so I can take them out of the bank just by unhooking a clip. I can take them out and go do something else with them. But I spray painted all the circuit board after seeing that it worked with this, so that I don't have a corrosion problem in here. This inverter here actually had the cover still on it, and this is the brand new inverter. It's identical to it, and so I actually swapped the case out and put it on the brand new one. When I got the brand new one, I don't know, I just seen the Harbor Freight sticker on there, and I'm like, I'll just peel that off there. And then I was watching another guy's video, and he bought an inverter, and there was no sticker on it. And he mentioned, well, it's kind of nice, if you have a sticker, so you can actually know what the thing is, what its capabilities are. So I gave the new one the sticker case, and then I also, while I had it apart, I also clear coated that board. All this is because I bought one of these inverters. I don't know if you watch all my videos or not, but you can go back, and I have a video I mentioned about this one. It was a repair as well, and pretty much it was just corroded so bad that it was measuring a fault, and it wouldn't turn on. I got it on eBay for like $30. I just cleaned the board up real good, blowed it off with air, and sprayed clear coat spray paint on it, and shouldn't have a corrosion problem with spraying that on there. But they work all right after you do it. So if it came down to doing a repair or something like that, you might have trouble testing stuff because there's a layer on there. But either way, most of the time, you go and buy a decent inverter, it's actually going to have a really thick layer of stuff on the board to keep it from corroding, because these things are kind of made for not really outdoor use, but in areas it's not heated usually, and things like that. Put it in a car that's not heated all the time. But alright, so we got a load, 75 watt, it'd be a resistive load, and then something like this would be an inductive load. I'm not going to let it run for very long because I don't have any heat sinks on here. I'm going to make a follow-up video after I put this together, and I'll plug a 1400 watt heater into it, and we'll try the inductive load and stuff like that. But right now it's just see if it still works after moving it all about and spray painting it and soldering all these things in there. We'll get her up and going. One thing I kind of noticed, it may have just been because I was using a battery charger, but whenever you go to hook the terminal up to one of these, they'll arc, and that's the chart because the capacitors are charging up. Well, on the battery charger, it just continued to arc. Like every time you touched it, it just arced. It never did actually keep the capacitors charged, or it just could have been because I was using a battery charger and it's not really designed to run a load like this, and it may have just been the arc may have been actually turning on and off the battery charger. But so I'm going to try it right now. I haven't done any other tests, but alright, we got a negative, and everything's correct over here. Always make sure you double check your connections with something like this, because it's probably why it was burned up. Somebody accidentally put the wrong leads on wrong, or given that the output was burned out on this, I'm thinking maybe they might have had it hooked to a live circuit. But okay, we arced. Oh, I guess we don't have any bad capacitors, so because it didn't continue to arc. Alright, don't touch that. It will bite you like really bad. Yeah. Alright, I got a green light. Fans budge. These fans turn on to temperature. And we got a load. Oh, I can't one-handed this. There we go. We got the light working. Alright. So, it's looking pretty good so far. Get this guy in a case, and here, let's turn this off before we burn the transistor out. Got no heat sinks. And then we'll discharge it real quick. Check the heat sinks. Stone cold. All these guys are cold. One way you can also check your, if you have a transistor that may have tested good but may not be good, is that it'll be one that gets warm. Like, if you check all these, and they're all still stone cold, and there's one of them that's kind of warm, that one's probably a bad one, But everything seems to be pretty good here. They're all cold. Alright, so put this guy in a case. Catch you guys later. Next time we'll be testing 1400 watt stuff.